I've got some rare 9.8's that I want to share with you guys. Stick around to see what I got. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt, the boy who had 7. And thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I recently picked up some rare books that I've been hunting for a while. They're either Newsstand, DC Universe logo variant, or they are low on the CGC Census. I've been really picky with what I've been picking up lately, and I've been looking for these forever. And finally, slowly, they've been falling into my lap at the right price. So I want to share those with you. But before we get into the video, guys, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, your second, third, 100th time, and you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'd love you to be a part of the channel and the comic journey with me. And leave me a thumbs up if you guys can. It really helps the channel, really helps spread the video out there for me. Okay, without further ado, let's jump right into it. This first one is a Batman Rogue Key. Now, most of you know my 2 favorite comic book characters are Batman and Spider-Man, so I'm always collecting those 2 characters. Now, you guys got to tell me, is this one low on the census because it's not that important, or because there's just not many that have been turned in, or because it's hard to get in the 9.8? I don't know, but you guys tell me. This is Batman number 417, the first appearance of the KG Beast. It came out in 1988. And I just kind of want to know what you guys think about this book. Only 98 on the census. It's a Batman villain. It's something I got to have in my collection, so I'm happy either way. But I thought I'd share that with you guys because there's only 98 on the census. All right, this next one is a Spider-Man key, like I was just saying. And this is Amazing Spider-Man number 410. This is the first appearance of Spider Carnage. That's when Ben Reilly gets possessed by the Carnage symbiote. I love everything that has to do with symbiotes. This cover is so cool. Look at his face, look at his mouth, and then he's got Ben Reilly's Spider-Man suit on. I mean, just so cool. But what makes it really rare is that Newsstand right there, guys. That is a Newsstand 9.8 white page Spidey key. Okay, this next one, there are 3,896 on the CGC Census. Insane. So obviously there are a whole bunch of these out there. But what makes this one special, it's a Newsstand edition. And this is the Infinity Gauntlet number 1, 9.8 white pages, Newsstand. This is the story where we get the snap. Just my favorite story of all time. I've been wanting this book for a while, but the prices were dumb. There were so many on the census that it wasn't high priority for me. But when I saw this available as a Newsstand, which means there's so many less, probably a 10th of those 3,000 books are Newsstand, and maybe even less than that. I was scouring CGC. I messaged them and they told me that the info was on the census, but it's not. I can't find it. So if you are a CGC expert, let me know where I can find it, because I couldn't. I want to know how many Newsstands are really counted in that 3,896. But anyway, such a cool story. I mean, I was 8 years old when this came out, right? Yeah, 8 years old. Actually 7 at the time. So the first comic book story that I read when I got into comic books. And so just this thing's special to me. To have it in a Newsstand makes me super happy. And it's thick, feels good. It's just is awesome. Okay, guys, a while back I was doing a Green Lantern show with my son Timmy and a couple members in the comic book community. And I had no idea. Okay, let's rephrase it. I had a little bit of idea about Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns and their history. It just wasn't something that I knew much about. And so I was doing this show to get into the Jeff Johns run, which is fantastic. But before I did that, I needed to go back and read some of the books I had read as a kid, which was the Emerald Twilight storyline. This is where Hal Jordan finds out about Parallax and why the Green Lanterns have a weakness to yellow, which is really funny, but this story really made it big and smart and great. Hal Jordan becomes wicked and evil. There's that really cool cover where he has all the Green Lantern's rings on his finger and this maniacal smile. It's just such a good story. So I read that, went right into the Jeff Johns run, and to this day, it's one of my favorite comic stories that I've read. It's so good. And so at that time where the Emerald Twilight story was coming out, they introduced a new Green Lantern because Hal Jordan became evil. And that new Green Lantern is Kyle Rayner. And so I have this book as a direct edition, but this is the DC Universe logo variant. Now, there are only 12 of these on the Census, and so this makes it super rare. And this book was dumb prices in the last 2-3 years. We all know that. I keep saying that in all my videos. And I'm just happy those prices have gone down because it really is a buyer's market. And there's certain books that still need to go way down. They're just not moving like these other ones. But this one was on Instagram. I saw it and I was shocked by the price. And so because of that, I jumped all over it as quick as I could. This is the first appearance of Kyle Rayner, and there's that DC logo universe variant, which makes it very, very, very rare. Okay, this next one again takes me back to my childhood. This book came out a month before my favorite Ghost Rider came out. In August of 1990, they introduced Danny Ketch to the world. But before they did that, there were 2 books that showed him on the cover. This is one of them. This is Marvel Age 87. So it's really not a comic book. You guys have seen this in my collection before. I have one already, and there it is. But because I love Danny Ketch so much, I just collect everything Danny Ketch. And this is a Marvel Age magazine with a 5-page preview of Ghost Rider #1, which came out a month later. This is the second time we see Danny Ketch on a cover. Marvel Age 86 has him on the motorcycle on the cover, so I'm hunting that one. But those prices are kind of crazy. So this one popped up. I own 2 out of the 5 that are on the CGC Census. I just had to get another one. I will only buy one more because I'm looking for it in the Newsstand version. And I know there's one out there. The 9.9 Newsstand owns one. And I hope one of these days he'll part with it and give it to me. But yeah, so guys, I picked this one up. And I just want you to think about an 8-year-old kid walking into a comic shop. He sees this skull that's burning on fire, this beautiful pink Marvel Age just making this cover pop. This is just such a cool book. It just makes me excited. It makes me feel like a kid again. And I'm so happy to pick this one up. Really cool to have 2 of the 5 in my collection. Okay, finally, guys, this last one is a big book. And it is a book that I've been wanting, again, since 2018. I decided in 2018 to start getting all 9.8's, all white pages. And that took me a while to get there. And over time, I've kind of changed the way that I collect. And one thing that I'm really trying to do now is get these books at the right price. Because I don't have the skills or the patience to find the raw copies, press them and clean them myself and submit them, or the patience to send them to other people, I often buy these books already as 9.8's. Like most of my, probably like 70% of my collection, I already bought in 9.8. 30% I submitted myself or had somebody press and clean them for me. But this book in 2018, there were like 3 or 4 copies on eBay and in the community, but the wraps were off. They were 9.8 white pages, but they were lacking in color, or like I said, they just weren't the right copy that I wanted for my collection. And I thought the price was okay, but it just didn't all meet. And then the boom happened and this book got insane. I mean, 10K plus. And I was like, okay, there's no way I'm ever getting that book. But things have changed, things have dropped. And then this beauty with beautiful wrap, 9.8 white pages falls into my lap. And this is Marvel Premiere number 15. The first appearance of Danny Rand, the Iron Fist, in a 9.8 white pages. There are 104 of these on the CGC Census, which I was a little surprised about. That there might be a little bit less, but that's still great. And it finally fell into my lap. And get this, guys, the prices that I was willing to pay, the books now are going for the same price of 2018, which is really good. But I never buy a book without asking for a discount first. It's just how I am. And for you guys that are buying from me, I always say yes to discounts. So if you're ever trying to buy something from me, reach out because I'm willing to give you a great price, right? And so I messaged the seller on eBay and I asked for almost $800 off, and he countered with $600 off, and I took it immediately because I honestly would have paid the regular price for it. So saved me $600, which dropped it below even the price that I would have paid in 2018. That's crazy because this book got up to about 15K, maybe even a little higher than that. I could be remembering that wrong, so don't quote me on that. But it's just, I thought I would never get it. And I literally every year for the last 4 years have had my list of my 2021 want list, my 2022 want list. And this one has been on all of them, but I just thought I'm never gonna get it. And then I would put smaller books that I knew were attainable. And now lo and behold, the prices have dropped. I have this beautiful wrapping, beautiful colors in a 9.8 white pages to go along with my 9.8 white page collection. I'm just so happy. It's just awesome. I mean, God is good, hooking it up. And I'm just grateful that that guy was willing to send this book to my collection. I'm grateful to be able to pick this one up and all the other ones. They just make me so happy. They're awesome. And it's the same when I see you guys picking up books that you love and you've been hunting for years. I am rooting for you. So that's it, guys. That is my rare haul for the day. I really appreciate you sticking around to the end of this video. And thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for the love, the thumbs up, the subscription, the following, the time that you spend watching this video. It means a lot to me. So that's it, guys. I'm out of here. As always, I will talk to you later. Mischief managed.